table, think how many you're going to sell.
Sorry?
If you make the November 9, think how many you're going to sell.
Yeah. Will you come and rail if I make the November 9?
I'll come.
If my friend's on the final table, yeah.
I'll watch it.
Okay.
We've gotten a taste of this featured table. It's a good one. Your boy Kassouf with a lot of chips at the center of center stage.
Kassouf can play sheriff at this table. No one in shouting distance of his stack or his ability to talk.
High stakes pro and Kassouf's foil is Jason Less to the right of the new mouth in town.
A middle seat on an airplane is a bad seat, but I think Jason Less would take a middle seat to Timbuktu over sitting to Will Kassouf's right, out-chipped by nearly $5 million.
Speaking of chips, 3 in play. The orange 5K up to the lavender 100K. Average stack right now holds 49 big blinds. The blinds are at 25 and 50,000 with a 5K ante. Jason Less, very strong pro from Costa Mesa, California, ace-4 of diamonds.
And he was great when I heard him commentate on a World Series final table live stream this summer. He even made David Tuchman sound good.
A raise to 110,000, and that seemingly offends Kassouf, who sits there with 8-6 off.
He's been a lightning rod at this main event, mainly for his table talk, but he also takes a long time with easy decisions. 8-6 off in early position. That's an insta-muck.
34-year-old London lawyer turned poker pro.
Then again, where are these guys going? None of them have jobs. Take your time, Will.
250.
Okay. A re-raise to 250 with 8-6 off.
I apologize to Will. He still could have 3-bet bluff quicker.
Gooch and Jesse Cohen on the button shorter stacks. They'd probably prefer to play a little quicker at this stage of the game.
Well, Kassouf here with the most chips, the most chatter, the most game, the most gall.
Back to the original razor.
Play in the rush. Get in the hands right now. Running good today, maybe not tomorrow.
Does Les have a built-in scarf in that ensemble?
Wow.
Get my chips in good.
Right.
You know.
And Les does fold.
I don't want to see an ace or a king, put it that way.
So we're all breathing a sigh of relief that you finally started talking.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I'm not even on 40% of what I'm used to. I've only had 3 hours sleep. If I had a good 8 hours sleep, that's it. I'll be relentless with a capital R. And Rupam knows it. Rupam knows it. Every hand, back mental mode enabled. Pow, 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 pow.
So this is Kassouf with only a 40% charge. Wow, if he makes day 6, watch out. But he does have some obvious poker skills.
I wonder if he's as chatty playing billiards, backgammon, and chess. You don't hear a lot of trash talking in chess.
Yeah, you guys are lucky that I didn't get much sleep. This is me on 3 hours sleep.
Les under the gun with pocket deuces.
Hoping to get a good 8 hours tonight. Back to some carnage tomorrow.
Same raise. Will with a real hand.
Deja vu. Machine. Should have straddled, then we don't know you got began.
Kassouf, a former lawyer, practiced commercial litigation and dispute resolution, and talked a lot, I'm sure.
Well, he re-raised with 8-6.
260.
Oh, 10K more than the last hand. Gordon Vea with pocket eights go into the muck.
So Kassouf's 3-bet makes a better hand fold behind him again. At least he has a hand to go with his tongue this time.
Tony Gregg, World Series bracelet winner, folds. Gorky Oliveira, ace-jack of spades in the small blind.
Brazilian entrepreneur. Ace-jack suited, pretty good hand. But I would entrepreneurize my 38 big blinds in another spot.
Nice fold from Gorky.
Not 3-betting you like. Don't think I'm making a move. This one, if you phone show, I'll show. I'll keep it friendly. Even for the TVs. Again. You want to see it? Oh, if you showed, I was going to show.
Les again lays down the best hand, but hard to play pocket deuces there.
I'm not 3-betting you like that.
I mean, there's something afoot there. First hand's 250, second hand it's 260.
I had a better hand this time than the previous one.
10K better?
Yeah, 10K better.
Suit ante's better.
Big hand.
With Mr. Kassouf at the featured table, this is threatening to become the Will Series of poker, though there are 137 players left. But for better or for worse, one of them seems to steal the spotlight, Norman, no matter where it's aimed.
You want to talk Will Kassouf? Let's talk Will Kassouf. He's equal parts exhilarating and exasperating, invigorating and infuriating. He'll play a mind game with you so often, eventually you'll lose your mind. You want to get in someone's hair, get under someone's skin, or get someone's dander up? Will Kassouf's your man. You want to rattle someone's cage, rub someone the wrong way, or ruffle some feathers? Will Kassouf's your man. Hey, you want to make someone's hackles rise? Will Kassouf's your man, and I don't even know what hackles are.
Most of Kassouf's poker experience comes from UK events. His top cash, 133 grand at the 09 Irish Open main event.
Gunfight.
Will and everyone here guaranteed over 49 grand in this main event, with 8 million going to our champion-to-be on November 1st.
No way. Even the button's folding. What have I done?
To Jason Lesson, a small blind.
No shame in folding. No shame in folding.
You know those boxing dummies that you hit and keep popping back up?
Yeah.
Meet
Mario
Jason
Spirit.
Less.
Texas hold 'em, not fold 'em, right? Got to hold 'em all the way to the river.
Les just calls. Kassouf in the big
Let me
blind.
have a look.
Let me just see if it's still there.
Yep, still there. Same hand. Oh, you looked at both, right? You must have looked at both. I've looked at both.
Kassouf in the big blind with 9-8 suited. This could be quite theatrical.
I can't slow play.
That's a raise to 150.
Not making a move. If I had a crap hand, I'd just check and see a flop.
I'm not sure if Will's captive audience at this table is bemused or fatigued by his unending lounge act.
Underscore captive.
You need to get lucky if you call.
Actually, he happens to be correct here.
Uh-oh. The fuse has burned short on Jason Less. He's going to play, but for how much? That's a re-raise, Norman, to 450.
Wow, that's impressive.
It is. I like that 3-bet.
Wow, more moves than Mick Jagger.
Les has put Kassouf on the spot.
Like a boss. The limp check raise, eh?
The limp check raise, a Norman Chat School of Poker upper level course.
What do you do if I come over the top now? You ship it?
It's one thing to talk like this. It's another to be aware of how you're viewed because of it and take advantage.
You haven't got any more lavenders, right?
Please fold. Please fold.
All right, just in case you're bluffing.
300,000 more. They'll see a flop.
Oh, you re-raise me, then you look? Wow, that's different gravy. Ah, impressive.
All right, now, here's the flop. 7-5 versus 9-8. King 6-7 all spades. Middle pair for Les. Kassouf open-ended.
Why don't we have a look together, see if we got a spade on? Might save some time for the cameras. Oh, it's lucky.
Well, lucky, I guess, he has a straight draw. Pretty good flop for Les, other than not having a spade.
Jason Les out of position.
I don't know if Les is thinking about the hand or simply savoring the silence while he has it.
Wow, really?
He checks, though he probably knows what's coming.
Check to induce or check because you missed?
Given the pre-flop action, that check is usually a monster or giving up.
I think I was ahead pre-flop anyway, but...
Kassouf with a piece of that board. 575.
Les again with the best hand, but given his stack size, this is getting pretty deep for him.
Like I said, I got the best hand at the moment. Pre-flop, on the flop. Fairly confident.
Kassouf started with over 5 million more than Les.
Get my chips in good, man. You don't believe me? That's when they usually get all their chips in. They got one out the door, and their favorite to hit it. But you're a nice guy, and I don't want you to.
You already tried that joke earlier.
Yeah.
Remember we pointed out that you've been to the door quite a few times?
That's it. Yeah, I haven't been to the door in this tournament, have I? Well, you could be if you get involved in this spot. So I got the best hand, 100%.
Jason entered the dungeon voluntarily and now exits.
I was going to come over the top pre-flop because if I re-raise you pre, then you ship it, then we're flipping. I'm sure we're flipping. But I'm protecting my hand now.
Les getting schooled by the speech play savant.
What's wrong with this dealer? Oh, wait, stay here, 5K. Tip. Not enough? 25K. Take the tip, take the tip. Dealers accept tips here? 25,000, not enough? Wow. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Here, we're back. Come back, 5 minutes. Go to the restroom, come back. Cheers.
Will Kassouf winning pots and testing his table mates' patience as well. World Series of Poker main event. Let's get to an outer table, a serious CIP, Norman. That's cooler in progress. Screen center, Wojciech Ruzicka, who just hit eights full on the turn, but on screen left with quad deuces, Jared Blesnik, who is checked.
Ruzicka has turned the nut full house. He's drawn dead to an 8. The only good news for him is that he can't lose all his chips because he has more than Blesnik.
Ruzicka from the Czech Republic bet 430 and a quick call from Blesnik.
And Blesnik makes sure he still has quads.
Yeah. 10 of hearts on the river. Blesnik has the action. His stack about 2/3 the size of his opponent's, and that is 500,000.
Ruzicka shoots Blesnik a modified Ushka. Ushka, look, how can that be? I have pocket 8s for a full house. I'll even double check. I mean, if I'm Ruzicka, I'm absolutely certain I have the best hand. I'm absolutely certain I'm going to Disney World.
He made a World Series final table last year. This will be his first main event cash in 5 tries.
Meanwhile, Blesnik inside is impatiently going, come on, buddy, raise! Raise!
Ruzicka looking at all the possibilities out there, probably ruling out quad deuces or pocket 10s. And a lot of lavender coming into play. There is the raise, the 2.1 million. Yeah, that's how you turn over quads.
Yes! Blesnik, Helmuth liked the way he jumped up and quickly turned over the nuts.
A full and complete double up for Jared Blesnik.
You can't blame Blesnik there for his reaction. It was a big hand, but I apologize to Ruzicka. New Yorkers, man, are loud.
Blesnik will now sit with, well, if he ever sits again, 7.9 million. He's really not sure what to do with himself. All right, we head back now to the featured table, but before we get there, let's check in with Kara Scott.
William Kassouf sustained a penalty earlier on day 5 for a little bit of table talk that went just over the line. I spoke to his friends who were on the rail. They say they don't think it fazed him at all. In fact, they don't expect it to have slowed him down even a little bit. He's really well known in the UK for his table chatter and also for some bluffs, which made it onto the TV screens. And his friends say that he knows a number of languages, so knowledge of English isn't even required for him to try to talk you into or out of a hand.
Thanks, Kara. As we learned about Will, his passion for table talk and poker did not come traditionally.
I went to private school, had a good education, had a good upbringing. Got to thank my parents for that, really. When I finished school, I went to University of Leicester to study law, did a law degree. Started getting into poker, got introduced by a couple of friends back home. The whole bluffing and everyone's like showing bluffs and making moves and this and that. You want to gamble, young lady? What do you have? Depends what you have. Psyching your opponent out and outplaying your opponent, outwitting your opponent, and that's what I like about the game. I got it. I got you beat. I got the nerves. I like the whole psychological aspect of the game, getting into my opponent's mind, reading my opponent as well. You haven't got the heart to call. They say how you play poker depends on your personality. I'm just trying to be friendly with the lady. This is not friendly. An information-seeking game, so what better way to get information than physically communicating with your opponent and getting the information you need.
I don't want to see you move. You and I are going to have a conversation when this is
okay. It's the power of deception, effectively. 9 high like a boss. I always got it. The coconuts.
Putting players on tilt. He got penalized for it, but talking is part of the game.
Maybe it's just a British thing. Taunting our player. They don't know the meaning at all. Marvellous. Welcome to the World Series of Poker.
He famously annoyed and bluffed Vanessa Selps at EPT London a couple of years ago. Man, he can drive you up the wall.
Action on Tony Gregg, 29-year-old pro from Washington, D.C. Queen 10 of clubs and a raise to 110,000.
Gregg is a boss. Won the 2013 one-drop high roller bracelet here for $4.8 million.
Oh, not yet.
Kassouf with 8-6 suited. And the button.
Kassouf with 8-6 can be a lethal combination.
260.
Pressure, pressure, pressure.
Kassouf goes from picking on one high-stakes pro to another. Tony Gregg now gets the Jason Les treatment.
Kassouf and Gregg have been playing together for hours. Gregg's the real deal with over $11.5 million in earnings.
Me and Tony. Talk to me, Tony.
He will not be talking to you.
Tony. Not 3-betting line. I don't think I've got Le Bouton. And I'm just abusing it. Legit hand. I'll just flat go if I had a half-decent hand in position. It's first time 3-bet, you right? think it is. And I wouldn't do it live if I'm in position anyway. I just call take a block, right?
3-bet me 2 hands in a row. What does that say about me?
Well, I had to 3-bet you to protect my hand and get these guys to fold. Can't just flat call and invite all these guys to come in with Jack Deuce and King 3 and Queen 5, you know? Got to protect my hand. I don't think I need to hit. I think I'm winning already. Wow.
There's a wake-up call.
Count, please.
All in will shut down the Will Kassouf Happy Hour Cabaret Extravaganza.
Like a boss. Oh, your chips, huh? All you can eat.
Okay, he's just wasting our time now. This is the part I don't approve.
Wow. 1 million?
1,605,000.
1,605,000. Wow. Big shove, right? Why would you shove so much? You had such a big hand, you'd come over the top, right? Like 4-bet to 650, 700?
Actually, he's right about that.
Just looks weak when you shove.
Yes, it does.
Well, you don't want me to call? Do you want me to call then? Yes or no? Simple question. You can bluff me if you like. Say yes if you know.
Tony says, read my lips.
Okay, I'm gonna let this go. I'll see it on TV. I'll see this one on TV.
Maybe.
Wow. Nice hand.
Tony's friends call him the end boss, and he brought Will Kassouf's winning streak to an end right there. 127 players remaining in the 2016 main event. 15 tables that need to play down to one champion. Right now, Mike Novinsky leads the way. At one of the few remaining outer tables, Melanie Weisner was dealt ace-king. The 29-year-old LA pro has seen a raise from Michael Ruan and a 3-bet from Farhad Jamasi to her right with 5 trays suited.
Weisner down to 20 big blinds. Jamasi, a 49-year-old Orlando, Florida amateur.
Weisner shoves for just over $1 million. Jason McConnell in the big blind folds. Ruan folds. Jamasi makes the call.
Well, a classic steal gone wrong, but he had to call because he's priced in.
Melanie looks like she can't believe what just happened.
You know, why me?
She would double up to 45 big blinds if she can hang on.
In Jamasi's defense, 5 tray does beat 4 hands.
Huh?
There we go.
You do have 2 live cards.
By the way, ace-king, only a 3-2 favorite here. Seems like it should be more.
Yeah, it does indeed.
I know, but here's the window. Yeah. That's gonna be shot.
Weisner not sitting comfortably here. Her tournament life is at risk. There's the flop. Melanie sees Jamasi flop an open-ender.
No, this isn't going to end well.
King.
Yeah, no more eight. That's king.
Turn card another for Weisner, still best.
It just seems like Jamasi still has too many outs. Melanie looking to survive this river.
You're right. I didn't even think about that.
She's got a good idea what she needs to avoid. The river card is a 5. Jamasi pairs up and will knock out Weisner.
That doesn't seem right. There's going out of the main event, and there's going out of the main event with ace-king to 5 tray on day 5 when you started day 5 with a top 10 stack. Ouch.
Melanie with quite a bust-out story to tell her folks back home. 127th place, worth just over 49 grand. Her best ever World Series cash. It's of no consolation to Melanie, but she was the second to last woman standing. Now that title belongs to Gail Bowman once again. She finished 10th in 2012, coming ever so close to making the final table.
And Gail Bowman becomes only the 4th ever to be last woman standing twice, joining Marsha Wagner, Annie Duke, and Maria Ho.
Gail could use a quick double up. She's down to 12 big blinds, but Melanie Weisner will have to wait until next year for her next chance at the main event.
It's a super fun run, and I put myself in an amazing position to just get to like 2.5 million. So I can't. I have no regrets of obviously of getting it in super good, and I think I played really well throughout the whole tournament. And yeah, I'm. You know, there's like maybe a couple things I would have done differently, but overall, I'm pretty pleased with how I played. And you know, as a poker player, that's really the best you can do.
Weisner has played in every main event since '09. This will be her second cash in this event. Back to the featured table. Jason Les folds to Will Kassouf.
How much she got back, roughly, total? Okay.
None.
That's Jason Gooch in the small blind.
Will's game, he says, is to convince them you've got nothing when you've got the nuts, and convince them you've got the nuts when you've got nothing. He's Jamie Gold 2.0.
120.
A raise to 120 with 10-9 off. Folded to the button. Rupam Powell with pocket nines. He says all in for 1.12 million.
31-year-old London amateur.
Are you sure?
Yes.
When's your flight back to London?
Booked for tomorrow.
Is it tomorrow? Well, you might reschedule it for tonight then, the way up there. No, are you sure, geezer? Wow. False. Do you want me to call then? You know you ain't, right? Do you want me to call? Yes or no?
Probably not, no.
Probably not. Why would you ship it then? Keep the tournament life on the line.
Just don't like ever shutting down if I can avoid it.
Wow.
Even with aces.
Definitely don't think you're that strong.
This is a waste of time again. He's not calling.
I think we're actually racing this time. Do I want to gamble with you? Do I want to gamble with you? You've had a good day though, right? You've enjoyed your time here?
I've enjoyed my time here.
That's the main thing, right? So even if you bust, that's fine, yeah? As long as you had a good time, right? It's the taking part that counts, isn't it? Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Sick, man. Sake. Really? I'll give you maximum credit.
If you show, I'll show.
I can't show. Go on, I'll show the whole
If you
table.
show, I'll show.
That's all right, that's all right. You must be
I was ahead. When you haven't
must
snapped
be
called,
ahead. At ace high.
He had 10 high.
I had a pair.
Presume you could beat ace high.
10 high.
Okay. Like I said, I think we're flipping. But I'd rather shove with my hand than call with it.
Depends how high your kicker is. I don't think we're flipping, but we may have been.
Ace 10 suited out there, Rupam.
10-9 off.
Ace 10 suited. Were we flipping?
10-9 off.
See it on TV.
You had 9s or 8s?
See it on TV.
I told you we were flipping.
See it on TV.
And ace 10 suited. Wow.
10-9 off.
What suit?
Does it matter? Yeah. What, did you have an ace? I don't think you had an ace.
Rupam Powell gets the best of Kasuf in that hand. This is Rupam's 6th straight main event. Norman, he says he likes squash and soccer.
Squash and soccer. No thanks and no thanks, but thanks for asking.
All right. Keep it here at the feature table.
Why would you ever be embarrassed to show ace-10 suited?
Because it was 10-9 off.
I'll show that table. I want to see what he's saying.
No one's
But
going
if
to
you
give
showed, I
you
would've
opens
showed.
credit anymore.
No. That's it. Gotta mix it up.
That actually might be good for you.
What? To open folder?
No, to show.
To show it? Well, if Tony shows one hand, I might show one. If Tony shows one card today, I might even show a few more hands. Put it that way. I've shown enough hands today.
Pocket jacks.
This is sick. Whose big blind is it? Oh, there we go. Still 50, right? Hasn't changed. Same player? Yep, same player. Okay. I better be careful then, in case he ships it like a boss. Can't slow play it. 150.
Raise to 150.
Can't slow play it. This time legit. Proper legit. Much better.
Every 17th Sunday, the liar isn't lying.
This time I'll show. No bluff. And this time I want Tony to show. You show, I'll show. Oh, come on, Tony.
All right, I'll show.
He's so sick. Double suited? 8-6? Wow.
You show now.
I have to show now?
Yeah. So.
What's my worst hand in Hold'em? One of my two worst hands in Hold'em.
Jacks.
There you go. There you go. There you go. Ace, king, and jacks. I hate ace, king, and jacks. Especially ace, king. Overrated.
I'm warming up to him. Ancient here, but we'll play it straight. 04 main event champ Craig Raymer out of this main event.
Put it in my trophy closet.
Great.
It's a nice souvenir.
Thanks again for your spreadsheet. Cheers.
I'm not very good at this part, guys. I don't show any temper or emotion.
It's poker.
Wasserman won it all in 04, was 25th in 05, and won 22nd this year. Not too shabby.
Another potential elimination in progress. 24-year-old main event first-timer Adam Crack in the hoodie has pocket jacks, trying to knock out Alex Lindop, a bracelet winner holding ace-10.
Yeah, Crack's a first-timer, so he doesn't know we don't like hoodies, and we don't like pocket jacks.
The flop, 8-4, nothing in there for Lindop.
He also doesn't know he's about to knock out a bracelet winner.
Another 4. Let the exiting begin. And the jacks have it.
See, Lindop's been around. He knows you always take your beverage with you. But the Crack guy, he knows nothing.
Lindop takes his lead. Crack takes his chips to boost the Massachusetts Poker Pro stack to almost $4 million. Another first-timer, Valentin Vorniku, over $6 million.
No, but like everybody, your friends are like, oh, you got to win it now. I'm like,
Oh, you're in first place.
yeah, you're in first place. You got to win it. Yeah.
He's one of many of our first-timers still enjoying main event success here in 2016.
Every time they film me, I win the flip. All right. I got a flip for 900. Fold into day 6. I don't know. We gotta play good and see what happens. We got one more level. At 950, you can toss a coin if you're gonna call or not. You can follow me around. I'll say things all the time. Just trying to have fun. I'm enjoying it. $200 right now, straight up. It's my first time too. That's 500. That is my first time or yours? Mine as well. I mean, I'm sure it is yours, but I'm saying I'm putting what are you saying?
Mitchell Watson from Australia. I'm a elementary school teacher. First time playing the main, thought I'd give it a crack.
That beats me. That one card. Yeah, that one card.
Okay, it is your first time. I learned how to play draw and stud poker when I was about 5 or 6, and then just kept watching poker on TV, and then progressed to playing Hold'em. It's a competition for sure. I mean, it's war. It's very treacherous. People are putting like $1 million stacks in. There's so much on the line right now.
Easy to root for Vorniku and Watson, two school teachers going for the $8 million.
Watson's all in for 670 with pocket sevens. Blesnik said all in as well. And here come all the chips to isolate Watson. Action on Wojciech Ruzicka now. Watson stands up. He's at risk. Ruzicka folds. Aces against sevens. Watson in trouble.
What do you have? Huh? You're 10s, right? God, how good do you play?
Oh, I get 9s. Let's be able to do it.
Watson's first time about to end. He is packed up for early checkout.
What did you have, 9s or 10s? You had 2 9s?
Blesnik's got to lose that Helmuthian tabling the cards that way business he does.
All right, here is the flop and quads for Watson. Wow!
Good hand.
Quads giveth and quads taketh away.
Mitch Watson.
Aces against 7s. I flop quads.
With quad sevens.
I got 7s.
And he'll double up.
I cannot take it. Look at how I learned those systems. I don't know what we're waiting for. I can't win.
Why can't a school teacher run good, huh?
Not even a sweat. Window doors.
You have 5.
Sorry, man. You had your quads.
You have 5, then.
Blesnik takes the small hit. And Mitch Watson up to $1,000,004, 28 big blinds.
When Watson flopped quads, I'm surprised Blesnik didn't tear up the deck.
Elsewhere, Cliff Josephy's tournament life is up for the taking. He shoved with a set of 6s. Vladimir Geshkenbain, though, flopped straight and flush draws.
Geshkenbain 62nd at the 2013 main event.
Show the board.
Turn card now, another spade. Geshkenbain with a flush. Josephy's got to connect with the river or he's done.
Yeah, and now Josephy has to pair the board or his main event is over.
The river card. Another 4. Josephy pulls 6s full out of the river to survive.
Josephy is not a first-timer, different reaction.
That cuts the stack of Geshkenbain to $3.5 million. Josephy has a similar stack of 3.3.
It's hard to win when you're wearing a Mets t-shirt.
Cliff Josephy's main event flashed before his eyes.
Do you want me to call? Yes or no?
Probably not, no.
Probably not. Why would you ship it then?
Oh, wow.
Yes!
Oh, wow.
Yes! Oh! Good hand.
Day 5 full of drama here inside the Amazon room. Lon McCarron with Norman Chad and Kara Scott as we move closer to our final table of 9. If the 9 best remaining players automatically made the final table, most would give Tony Gregg a seat. A talented pro with a keen sense of the game, and he's from Maryland, Norman.
And he's good friends with Greg Merson, 2012 main event champ and longtime Laurel, Maryland resident. And speaking of Maryland, congratulations to Mark Bouchard, this year's winner of the Norman Chad Poker League, who cashed at this main event 373rd place.
You notice that Tony does yoga, and I'm going to go out on a limb, Norman, and guess you have never done yoga on purpose.
That's not a limb you're out on.
Tony. Every time it's Tony.
Tony raised.
Tony this, Tony that. 110, Tony. Marvelous.
Kassouf wakes up with aces.
What a contrast in table presence between these two.
Here is where Will's
Really?
act could pay dividends.
Been here before. You raised it was my button, right? I 3-bet, you jammed all in like a boss.
Like an end boss who plays poker 37 times better than the rest of us.
You made it 110 last time, right? I've got to be consistent. You make it 110, I've got to make it 260. Same bet.
He's got
Find out where I
over
am.
7 million behind.
And give Will credit for being consistent with the table talk, whether he has pocket aces or pocket squadouche.
No shame in folding. Got the best hand at the moment. No shame in folding. But you played to win, right? You won the one, right? You play for it all. You're not going to play to ladder, so... We can gamble here and get it all in. You know me, I like to gamble with nuts. No ship this time? You shipped it last time. Wow.
The Will Kassouf wind-up doll coming to stores in time for Christmas.
What, you call and then you look? Wow. That's how you won the one drop. Fair play to you.
Here's the flop. Pair of kings. Caution, Tony. He checks.
Kassouf stops talking to allow himself to actually think. Different tack.
425.
425,000 with pocket aces. Top pair for Greg.
No bluffing. This time, if you phone the show, I will show. I've got a very big hand. No bluffing.
Kassouf strikes me as a cross between Daniel Negreanu, Jean-Robert Ballon, and a car horn that's stuck.
It means that much too, I will show you. I'm not bluffing here. Got a made hand. Pre-flop, on the flop, if we even see the turn on river. I'll get my chips in good. I'm not making a move.
What is one to think?
Greg says yoga and meditation have been invaluable, but they may be no match for Kassouf.
Not making a move on you, son. Got a big hand.
That's a call.
Wow.
1.5 almost in the middle. Turn card. Jack of clubs, both with Broadway draws. Tony actually open-ended.
A big hand for Greg. Top pair with up and down straight draw. And Kassouf again momentarily puts down his speech play and puts on his thinking cap.
He checks back. River card. A third club hits the board.
Tony Greig certainly might think he has the best hand here, particularly considering Kassouf's rangy play.
Tony Greig has top pair. Reaching for chips. 190, a tiny bet.
190?
Yeah, very small wager. We call that a blocker bet. It prevents your opponent from forcing you to call a bigger bet.
What's with the little blocker bet? I thought you were either going to check or you're going to ship it. Or bet like 500K.
Will and I are on the same page. We've got a thing.
Careful there.
There's 3 hands that I'm concerned about. 2 I'm beating, 1 I'm not.
That makes you a 2-to-1 favorite. Easy call for 190.
2 I'm beating, 1 I'm not.
That makes you a 2-to-1 favorite. Easy call for 190.
I'm hoping you got ace, king, or queens. Those 2 I can beat. Set of 10s I can't.
King, queen.
No, well.
Shows kings with a queen. Aces.
Tony Greig's stack falls below $1 million.
You didn't want all my chips, I guess.
Tony Greig's right. Kassouf might have stacked him there.
Gambling with the nuts. What is it? What was that, Jason? Wasn't just the nuts, it was the... What was it, pre-flop?
The nuts?
No, it wasn't the nuts. It's better than nuts. What's it called?
The coconuts?
The coconuts. That's the Jason's with it. It's the coconuts. So he's learning. The coconuts.
A scary board may have saved Tony Greig's main event. It's going to be a steep climb back to the comfort zone for him. Back into the field, 2 all in on the right with ace-10. Fadi Hamad standing with pocket queen. Sebastian Dornbrock on the left. Kenny Hollard has kings.
I think if he wins, I take second place in this man. I take just the queen.
Hollard looking for the double knockout.
Here is the flop, 2 at risk. And ace, and Hamad takes the lead, looking for a triple up.
Dornbrot, 28-year-old German pro, doesn't like the look of it.
Turn card now is a heart. Hullart does have the better of the 2 flush draws.
Hullart now can still get the double knockout with a river king or heart.
And the river card is a heart. Hullart stuns the other 2 with a flush and gets the double knockout. Dornbrock done an 104th, Hamad 105th. Both went over 49 grand. And the Belgian poker tournament director, Kenny Hullart, scoops the massive pot, swelling his chip stack to $8.5 million.
I'm very glad I stayed.
One tournament director helping another. An $8 million chip swing on that river card. Kenny Hullart has a fighting chance at $8 million.
235.
With 4 times the stack as Les.
Les having bad memories of earlier hands against Kassouf.
Not making a move. You show me your best card, I'll show you my best card.
When they're facing the bet, you're not allowed to talk.
I haven't said anything about that.
When you bet and he's thinking, you're not allowed to talk.
So if I hadn't bet, I'm allowed to talk then?
If he's not facing the bet, sure, talk away.
Okay, fair enough.
But when you bet and they're facing the bet, you're not allowed to talk.
I can't say anything?
Nope.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that's the rule.
I didn't know that was a rule.
Will has already served 1 penalty at this main event.
So I can give him a 5-minute speech and then think about it.
Actually, I don't like Will's talk when the other person must act. You've got to give them some room.
Ace is up for Les now and a commanding advantage.
That was lucky, wasn't it? Let me get there. I think I was winning anyway.
Les checks the best hand.
Check to induce. Oh, you want me to bet? You want me to check? I have to ask you now, because once I make the bet, I'm not allowed to say anything, apparently. So I thought I'd ask the question. If you don't say anything, I might have to bet it. I think I'm winning now.
Jason Les just wants the ringing in his ears to stop.
Okay, just in case, go on.
Oh, it checks back. River card. Oh, and Les fills up. Deuce is full for him.
And now is the time for Jason Les to bet the best hand.
Check to induce.
Well, I'll improve on the river. It's not a bad card. It's not a good card, it's not a bad card. Deuce definitely didn't help you. I don't think you call with the deuce. I think if he had a queen, he just got saved by the river, right? I'm hoping you got 4-5 suited. I'll be happy to see 4-5 of clubs.
Les may have left some chips on the table.
Wow. Nice catch, obviously.
Kassouf actually played that hand pretty well, put in 0 chips on the turn on the river. Jason Les has to be steaming a bit.
Any rufflers of that? Ping, instant ace. What's that? Deuce on the river, honk. Doesn't it? I had 3 pairs. Do I get free drink? Is it free drink for the waitress? I had 3 pairs. Quickly, tell the TD, wait. Hey, see that sickness? I'm proving on the river as well. I think we're chopping out, he's got a weaker queen. Instant service for Jason. Ping. Well, there's 27 aces in the deck, isn't it? There's one. So many outs. Oh, the deuce on the river for insurance. Just for the rub then. Well, no, Jason's still running bad, guys. He's running bad.
If Jason's assembling a video resume of poker hands, that one's not going to make the reel. Born and still lives in California, travels to Vancouver to play online poker. He's one of the best heads-up players in the game.
I'm also one of the best heads-up players in the world. The problem is I don't ever get heads-up, so I don't get to show the world what I'm capable of. It's a sad story, really.
You need to have a minimum of 2 bracelets for him to consider a swap.
Well, how does World Series of Poker circuit rings translate to bracelets? There's got to be conversion rate, right?
In his mind, it's 0. So
it's not even like 4 to 1 or something.
No, nothing. But if I melt them all, I can probably mince them back into a bracelet. I'm just. I think that would be that'd be a fair equivalent. 8 rings a bracelet, 8 to 1.
Valentin Vornicou has joined the table, 8-time circuit ring winner.
Vorniku says Phil Hellmuth hates us circuit guys. Why? He says because we keep busting him.
Gordon Vail, 27-year-old pro from San Francisco, open raise to 110 with ace-4.
And Vorniku shades on and king 8 in play.
And he's going to come along. Big blind Jesse Cohen, a very good friend of Veo, but does not want to challenge him.
You mentioned Veo, 27 years old, and he has 27 World Series cashes.
And he's a good friend with your dapper buddy, Neil Blumenfield. Here's the flop. 7, 9, ace, no spades. Top pair for Veo. Vorniku missed. He checks. With a weak ace, Veo checks back. Jack of spades. Vorniku picks up a gut shot.
Vorniku doesn't have much, but he figures a bet might end matters.
3 times the stack is Veo. He bets 125.
Valentin is a math teacher. Gordon didn't finish high school. This is a match made in heaven. When they are both out of hands, Valentin is helping Gordon get the credits he needs to graduate.
Veo with the best hand. Just a call, 125.
You're never sure with the weak ace. But Valentin is sure he didn't want to see a call there.
River card. Tray of hearts is the 3rd heart on the board. Valentin quickly reaches for chips. That's 225.
Vorniku acting as if he's got something.
Vorniku just called the raise pre-flop. There's a call from Veo, and he will take it. The math teacher doesn't have as many chips to count now.
Well, when you run well, you start to think you'll run well forever. That's not the case. I found that out in my late 20s.
Veo with $2.5 million now, 50 big blinds.
I'll take it. Yeah, I'll take it. Yeah, he's used to shipping it to me. He's used to giving it over here. Send it over here.
I still need
Valentin Vorniku with some non-standard moves in that hand. Antonio Esfandiari and Phil Locke explain why.
Vorniku decides to defend with king 8 of spades in the small blind, and we start seeing things kind of wobble sideways from there.
Right. One bad decision can lead to many other bad decisions down the line. Personally, I'm not a fan of calling king 8 of spades in the small blind. I either like to take the lead and put in a 3-bet or just kind of give it up. I don't like playing king 8 kicker out of position, and I don't really want to flop a flush draw with it and draw out of position. So I don't really like to call pre-flop.
This hand also demonstrates how you can actually get the chips without being aggressive. Veo decides, hey, well, I raised kind of a shaky-ish hand, ace-4 offsuit, and as things progress, he realizes, well, I don't have a durable hand, but I can sure pick off bluffs. He keeps the pot small, and he only calls. He never even bets, and he gets the most.
Right, well, he induced a bluff. It worked out. He won the money.
How come the guys who never make day 5 of the main event tell the guys who do make day 5 of the main event how to play? Phil Locke and Antonio Esfandiari, please.
All right, let's get back into the shrinking field of tables. The last woman left, Gail Bowman, just moved her final 195,000 chips into the pot. She has pocket deuces. Action is on Maxim Sorokin. He has 10 trays suited in the big blind. He also has 6 million chips. Why not call?
Very casual,
Kings?
Yeah, sure.
And thus starts the greatest comeback in World Series history.
I think everyone is pulling to you like this.
Not me.
Gail Bowman down to just under 4 big blinds.
Sorokin, a Russian poker pro, enjoying his first main event cash. All right, here is the flop.
Deuce.
Sorokin hits his 10. He takes the lead.
And Bowman staring squarely at the possibility of no big blinds at the end of this hand.
Turn card now is a 6. One more shot for Gail Bowman. Her partner Kevin on the sidelines.
Relax, Max. Calm down. Calm down.
Gail Bowman's got to have a deuce.
She got it!
Every blue moon, a deuce on the river changes something.
I don't think it changed Maxim's stack, though. Gail Bowman with 9 big blinds now. And everyone seems very happy to still have her in the game. The last woman remaining in the tournament still has her seat. A 2-outer keeps Gail Bowman in the main event just barely. And our first-timers continue to shine at this year's main event.
I can tell that the room's getting smaller. I realize that the money's getting bigger and bigger as the room shrinks, but at the same time, when I'm at that table and making the decisions, the money's not on my mind. I'm just focused on making the best decisions that I can and just looking forward to the payout of hopefully those good decisions paying off. But like, the fact that I even get any opportunity to be on camera like this and to have a big stack in the main event, I say this to everyone, I'll keep saying it again, it's surreal. It's honestly unbelievable.
The one-time tournament chip leader Nowitzki still sporting a strong stack of $6.6 million. The turn gave him and Andre Konopelko top pair. Andre with a better kicker. 4 spades on the board, though, could be dangerous, but neither holds a spade.
Konopelko, 52-year-old businessman from Belarus, made 2 final tables at World Series Europe in 2013.
80,000 is the bet.
Nowitzki plays Hearthstone and Pokemon Go in his free time. Son, life is too short to play those games in your free time.
A call from Nowitzki. River card now. Jack of spades. Look at that board. A flush for each. Both would, of course, play the board at showdown.
Very unlucky for Konopelko. Looks like it will be a chopped pot.
Konopelko.
I don't know what is going on with Konopelko's head, and honestly, I don't want to know.
He's putting a bet together with 5 spades on board just to test Nowitzki, it looks like. 135,000.
Well, I'm no expert, but something about the way Konopelko assembled that bet screams weakness to me, not to mention the strap on his head.
These are 2 very even chip stacks. Nowitzki with a slight advantage. And Mike with some lavender chips. And there is a raise to 455.
And Konopelko now in a tough spot. He can check again, but he has no spade. If Nowitzki has any spade in his hand other than the deuce, Nowitzki has a winner. The odd thing is Nowitzki, I believe, was raising because he thinks kings and jacks are good here.
Konopelko is going to give it up, and what a raise by Nowitzki to steal the entire pot.
Wow. Back when I was a first-timer, I didn't have moves like that.
Oh, and now you have moves like that.
Well, no.
The Canadian over 7 million, the Belarusian under 6.2, wondering if he was had.
Well, how can we not root for this guy?
Place is only going to get louder and louder as this goes on, I think.
Gail Bowman's all in again. Her ace-jack dominated by the ace-king of Alex Keating, who is by her side. The flop, no help to Bowman.
When did they get together? I'm just too laser focused on the blinds. I miss all the human interest stuff going on.
Turn card, 5 of diamonds, brings Gail to her last resort.
Bowman just stuck around with a 2-outer. Now she needs a 3-outer. She's got to have a jack.
It's a king, and that secures the win for Alex. Gail Bowman done with this main event. Her partner Kevin will need to put on his consoling hat now.
Well, she's still with him? Oh, good, she's still with him. Gail Bowman, quite impressive. 10th in 2012, 102nd in 2016.
Keating from Austin, Texas will stack 46 big blinds after his elimination of the last woman in this year's main event.
Where?
2 years ago, what a feat to be the last woman here this year as well.
You did it again.
Yeah, I was hoping to do better than 4 years ago. Unfortunately, won't be this year, but I'll keep trying.
Quite a feat for the French pro. Vegas, the Amazon room thinning out quickly. 100 players remain in the main event, just 12 tables in action.
And a strong showing this year from the UK at the main event of the 100 players left. 11 Brits still in the hunt for the $8 million first prize, including the man with the $1 million mouth, Will Kassouf.
Kassouf currently sitting with over 8.1 million chips. One eyewitness to Will Kassouf's antics is 57-year-old Mitch Garshovsky. Early on day 5, he played a key role in Stacey Madison's main event.
Good floor. How about a clock? We all have to play too.
Absolutely. You got 50 seconds to act
Gonna
on
call
your
a clock
hand.
on
If you
me?
have an
Of
action,
course,
you
yeah,
will
I
get
mean-
a 10-second countdown. At the count of 0,
For
your
a long
hand
time
will be
already. I
good.
mean, you know, it's a big decision.
All right, just let her go.
I will never do that when your tournament life is on hand. I will never do that.
Were you close? Did that rush you? Did you want 10 more minutes?
Yeah, I wanted more time. I did want more time to think about it.
I'm a local, usually known as a good character who is very fair. So it wasn't malicious.
I think everyone agreed Garshowski maybe a bit quick calling the clock. Stacy folded, then promptly got knocked out when her pocket aces were cracked.
Garshowski gets a pass from me because he graduated from the University of Maryland, though he says his college degree is basically worthless, and who knows, maybe he's right.
Kassouf and Garshowski see a flop. Bottom pair for Garshowski. Kassouf missed, and now he's a 3-1 dog. It's been checked over to Will. He checks back.
Garshowski opting to check twice on the flop. He might have a point about that college degree.
Turn card, another 9. Garshowski checks again.
I wish Garshowski would bet the best hand.
Do you remember what the maximum score was? 3 darts from earlier? Do you remember?
You were calling it a $1.80.
Yeah, how do they say it in the darts? You don't know how to say it in England? 180.
It gets better every time.
I think Mitch prefers 180.
I think that hand's right in your range.
It is right in my range. No, I'm protecting the hand. I'm value better. You tell me what you had, I'll even show it. What did you have?
7-6 suited.
You did. You folded 2 pair?
No, well, 1 pair was on the board. Having
Yeah.
the bottom pair isn't a great hand.
Okay.
You said it. Now you lied.
I don't think you had 7-6 suited. You'd have called if you had 2 pair.
This isn't cool.
This is don't get involved, Jason. No cards, no comments, Jason. Please.
I told you honestly, too.
You honestly had 7-6?
6-7 of hearts.
Well, okay. I thought I was evaluating with the best hand. You want me to tell you what I had?
Well, you said you would.
I had
Okay.
ace king, ace of spades, king of hearts. I'm honest. I'm being honest.
Exactly.
I didn't think you'd fold 2 pair.
It wasn't.
I can't give you a free card. Once it comes a paired board, I got to think ace
Wasn't
king is
2
good.
pair.
Sorry?
That's like saying there's a straight flush on board and you had a straight flush.
You had 2 pair, though, right?
I matched the bottom pair on the board.
Yeah. Well, you were winning.
Okay.
I had to protect my hand. I'll find out where I
I'm not
was.
afraid to fold the best hand now and again.
Yeah.
I'm still
I had
here.
ace king. I'll be honest. I had ace
Okay.
king. But I didn't want to give you a free card. I thought if you got ace high.
He outplayed me. Congratulations.
Not really outplayed.
Good luck.
No, I was surprised you folded 2 pair. That was fine. It wasn't a needle. Don't take it that way. No.
It's okay.
I didn't mean it like that.
With Kassouf, it always sounds like a needle, even if he's given grace before a meal.
Will under the gun with pocket 9s.
130.
You heard him.
Oh, snap shove.
Rupump moves all in with ace queen of clubs. Any takers?
Why?
I'm not obviously playing him move,
Why?
am I?
You don't want to come back in
There's still
October?
people in.
I'm asking why. He's my friend.
What else am I going to do? I'm obviously not pulling a move.
Wait,
on me.
I'll get in the game. Hey, if I exchange needles with Sean Deeb, this guy's easy.
I'll buy you a beer if I win.
I just mean just
I have
talking.
to go, man.
Yep,
Ace
Rupump
queen,
needs
jack.
help or his main event's done.
Suited.
Boy, he gets hands, huh?
Good luck, man.
Powell with an economics degree from the London School of Economics. Duh. You wouldn't want an anthropology degree from the London School of Economics.
We don't need to run it. Just give him a
345.
And now the flop.
Yep.
There's an ace in the window. Now Kassouf needs to pull off a long shot.
45, I thought I could.
Yeah, this was a race. It is now a one-horse race.
Run twice? Watch this now. There's 7 of spades.
You do a run it twice.
There's 7 of spades on the turn.
gotta
Just for
double.
the sweat, come on.
No, I don't need it.
Come on, you're massive.
I don't need to sweat for this.
If you don't have a sweat, the 9's coming on the turn.
You
7
you
of
lost
spades.
when you said
7 of spades
Arsenal
on the
fan.
turn.
You lost
Eight
when
of
you said
spades gives him
Arsenal.
another out.
Kassouf incorrectly calls a card for the 23rd
You
time.
double your outs, but
You can't ask for more than that.
River card. Jack and Powell wins it.
Nice hand, fish. Nice hand, mate. Is that right? 3 foot. I told you give him mine. I put it out there before. I just felt you were winning that hand.
For now, Rupump Powell with chips at this featured table. That just means more Will Kassouf for
We have to
him.
have this take an hour.
1970, Las Vegas has hosted the World Series of Poker. It's changed a lot since the first one, but the prestige remains the same. Nothing quite like becoming the main event champion. We just witnessed two Londoners squaring off. Now it's two Canadians. Vancouver's Mike Nowitzki flopped a wheel draw against Toronto's Griffin Benger, the tournament chip leader. He leads with pocket eights and checked the 7-deuce-5 board. Nowitzki, a former chip leader here, makes the bet of 155.
Nowitzki, 25 years old. Benger, 31 years old.
Nowitzki, the pre-flop raiser. Benger will come along with the best hand. Turn card now, Queen of Diamonds. Benger still good, checks again.
Toronto versus Vancouver. Boy, those are two wonderful cities.
A couple of pretty good gamers here squaring off in the main event. Nowitzki. This time, 240,000, a little more than 1/3 the pot.
Nowitzki bluffs at it again. Benger, the #1 ranked online player in the world in 2012. A lot of people play online, and the world is pretty big, so that's impressive. Of course, most people in the U.S. absurdly cannot play online, so it makes the online world a little smaller.
Benger, also a part-time poker TV commentator, makes the call. River card, 6 of clubs. Nowitzki misses. Benger's 8s are best. But the realization of that could be obscured by the straighty flushy board. He checks a third time.
Back when I used to work as a sailor, we had an expression, don't give up the ship. Same thing applies here for Michael Nowitzki. He's got to stick with his hand through thick and thin. Don't give up the ship, Michael.
The only thing I heard was back when I was a sailor. I'm sorry. We have seen that Nowitzki is capable of testing his opponents late in the hand, and he is looking down at his chip stack. The Lavender's worth 100 grand each. Nowitzki with 440,000.
Well, Benger check called the flop, then check called the turn. Does he have one more check call in him? The flush did get there. Otherwise, pocket eights look pretty good.
He doesn't look comfortable, and Benger folds the best hand. Nowitzki rolls on in the main event.
Very nice. First-timer bluffs a top pro. Poker is a wonderful game.
127 big blinds for Michael Nowitzki.
Chip leaning up against the wall. I don't know if it's yours or his.
It's yours, because he's not here. This is America.
There was a chip right there, and we don't know whose it is. And I just played a pot. So what do? We flip for it? You want to flip for it? Rock, paper, scissors, shoot?
I'll shoot.
Okay.
I love the main event. When you're running bad, you're running bad.
Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah. 99, it goes up. At 99, it goes up. So if you all keep folding, you've laddered up. Well played.
Guess what? We're back at the feature table, if you didn't know.
Everybody's laddering up right now. That's what they're...
I'm hoping one double up, I should be all right.
Will Kassouf does not appear to have an off button.
Arsenal fan, like that doesn't change.
So is he.
Jason Less will fold to Kassouf in the cutoff.
Right hook as well.
I know, he's already given me a blow today.
And even 100 players left in the 2016 main event.
Is he going to look at his hand, or does that interrupt the
If I
pattern?
knew who he was, I was not
10-8 of spades.
A suited 1-gapper, the Negreanu. Actually, Daniel's favorite hand is 10-7, the suited 2-gapper.
It has been folded
150
to him, 150,000. Bayo folds now to Powell on the button.
He's sitting on 11 big blinds.
Come on in.
They're in the middle now.
Is this the Arsenal
You don't
battle?
like money or what? You laddered?
No.
You haven't even laddered yet.
Can you talk while I'm still to act? Can you...
You haven't even laddered. What are you doing?
Got to,
Man.
man. Hand plays itself. Kind of.
Small blind
Big
folds.
pay jump at 99. He ships it when there's 100 left. Look at this
Indeed,
boss.
there's an $8,300 pay jump for lasting through one more bust out. Out in the field, John Turner just called all in. His opponent, Adam Crack, has him at risk. And Crack flops Broadway.
Clear the board. Give us...
Turner needs help. Doesn't get it. He is eliminated in 100th place. Everyone just got a raise.
Oh, man, I just lost my last redhead dream teamer.
You got it.
Oh, sweet. Oh, my. What a liberty. He doesn't deserve that. If I bust him that, he should have 100th, right? Because he went all in first.
No.
Knock out.
No, that can't get
I'm
I'm buying you a beer.
How blessed are you?
Hey, it's
he
slower.
ladders,
It's slower.
and if I call, I dub him off again. There's no justice in this game.
Even if you call, it's gonna take a while till they set up the flop.
He's just laddered, but he went all in before the other. No justice, isn't it? so sick.
Gee, where was the delay on this table?
I don't know what to. I need to ask the audience. Call or fold? What do you think? Call or fold? Ask the audience. I can't find a friend. I'm not allowed to use the phone.
This is a coin flip. This is what we call a coin flip. Don't do this at home, kids.
I didn't say what tails meant. Ah. This is
Come on. Let's go. Let's do this.
This is literally a coin flip.
Then
our two hands.
Then flip the coins and let's go.
Yeah, you just flipped it. I didn't say what was
okay,
what.
say what.
Hang on, what's about 600?
Before I clock.
695.
This isn't that hard of a call or that hard of a fold. Will's got plenty of chips.
You've had a good time. That's fine. No, that's fine. Go on. I'll let you have it.
Yeah, you can't flip that 7-3 over. He's got it.
You can't flip it over.
You know how when you eat cotton candy, those first few bites are pure bliss, then you get near the end of it and feel sort of sick? Ladies and gentlemen, Will Kassouf, the living, breathing blue cotton candy.
99. Any ice creams about?
Remember Cliff Josephey, who rivered a needed full house to survive? Well, he's got pocket kings, trying to knock out Lenny DeSico right next to him, holding ace-king.
The 50-year-old online legend in good shape here to knock out the 50-year-old IT architect.
DeSico from Asheville, North Carolina, no threat to the pocket kings held by Josephey, who stands to lose most of his chips if the kings fail him. Turn card. 8 of spades. DeSico has one last shot.
Okay, I gotta use it. One time.
DeSico looking for an ace.
It's a king. Josephey with a bit of overkill, rivering the set. Lenny DeSico done with his main event. Out in 99th place, a nice payout.
Not long ago, Josephey was one card from elimination. Now he's got almost 6 million chips.
Wow, what a run by Josephey on this day 5. Back to the Will Kassouf show at center stage. Jason Les folds to Kassouf, who's got a real hand, queens. 150 is the raise, and no announcement.
Yeah, one raise, no speech.
Pals all in with jacks.
Are you all right? You got your flight to catch?
I do have a flight to catch tomorrow, but I might change it.
Wow, he likes you. He likes you.
No need to push it back with pocket jacks.
By the way, I'm giving you a minute this time. I'm not...
Have you laddered? You laddered?
Yep.
Oh, you've laddered. Okay, I'll call.
I want jacks.
Pal is at risk, and he's way behind.
For God's sake, man. How many times am I run jacks
you got
into
lucky with
freaking
ace
queens,
queen,
man?
You got lucky with ace queen against Wolf.
For God's sake, man. Hey.
He waited.
Queens versus jacks. Obviously, queens.
How bad do I run?
How bad do you run? Leave me
What
out.
do you mean, how bad? What do you want me to do? Like,
I get it in good against you twice. Nines, I lost to your ace queen.
You know what? I just saw
flip.
jacks flop quad jacks earlier on my tables.
Right, I'm standing up for this bad beat. Let me watch it with you guys.
All London, all in again. Law guy versus finance guy.
You can afford to lose $1 million. Come on, Will.
Yeah, you
help a Brit out.
Fight in the cheap seats. Brick, 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 followed by brick, brick, thank you, ship. Easy game.
Jack high, Jack of diamonds, first card.
Put an 8, 9, 10 there. 8, 9, 10.
Flop, no jack. Pal may not need to change that flight.